Alright guys, welcome back to Nick Teenager. In today's video, we're here with a Chevy. You may have seen us midwinter back when I first started this channel. We tore the rear end out, and the reason for that was it was blown up. We have rebuilt it since then. Did not do a video on that because it was just pain in the freaking ass. So now that we have that all done, we have put a new starter in it and all that jazz. It does crank over, but we believe it's out of fuel because when I first started on this, it was being real funky and wouldn't turn over. So I'm like, what the heck? So I finally took this control panel off and put this is supposed to be a side post battery, but I just said screw it and put just force that guy on. I just used some vice grips and vice grip this dude on, just like that. And it wouldn't crank over with a battery and a jump pack on it. So I'm like, what in the world? So we threw a new starter on, got a new battery, and now it spins over. Why is that on? Okay. But cranks over, does not start. Fuel pump does kick on, which I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but she's buzzing. It's not pumping fuel for whatever reason, but if you come back in here, take a gander, the fuel gauge is basically on empty. Well, it is on empty. So I'm buying some gas tonight for it, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to fire this thing up and go take it for a drive. This has been a long project in the making. It's been sitting for the last 6 years after it blew the rear end out of it. Really, we could have just prevented it with just putting the pin back in, but we rolled it out of the shop. The pin slid back and blew up the rear end. So, yeah. Hopefully now we can get this thing fired up and hopefully go take it for a drive. Everything's fine on it besides that it just needs gas. After we do get it started though, I am going to be taking this bulky freaking canopy off. I have a stand out there made for it already, so I'll take the canopy off. And yeah, this is my dad's truck. I've done half the work, he's done half the work. I replaced the starter, I did the emergency brakes, I replaced basically everything on this side and one part on that side, and then he replaced the other part on this side and rebuilt the rear end. But me and him both tore back out this rear axle, so we're basically even on work on this truck. Well, actually, no, that battery is my truck battery, so that's my battery. So yeah, anyway, bring us back once we get some gas for this thing, dump it in and see if she'll fire up. Hopefully she will. Does have spark. I did run it for a wee bit off of the Gator ball and all that, but as you can see, it's been sitting since 2017. Now that may not seem that old, but it has been 6 years since 2017. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, it's sad because I remember that year specifically, because I remember we rolled it out of the shop and we were rolling it downhill. The axle just locked up on this little straight part. And before that, this camper and those jet skis and that car weren't there. We didn't even have any of that at the time being. And the Chev was sitting right here. We got my mom's truck and hooked up a chain, and we just yoinked this thing that way, sideways. And the drag marks aren't here anymore, but you can still kind of see what's left over the divot right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there is a divot, and that's from where we basically just dug up the ground trying to pull this thing that way. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of me talking. I'll bring you guys back once we get some gas and get this off and hopefully get it fired up. Hopefully the fuel pump didn't go out, because I do hear something up in the front end ticking when I turn that on. So yeah, hopefully this thing will fire up. So see you guys in about a day, but for you guys probably about a second. So see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so we have done some testing with my truck and this one, and we cannot hear the fuel pump clicking on. So we're going to look up some more videos and try and diagnose this. The fuel injectors, all that look good up there. All the wiring looks good. So we're probably going to end up taking this bed off and attempting to see if we need a new fuel pump. Hopefully it's just new fuel pump, or maybe just a loose wire or something, and we don't have to deal with a whole remanufactured or brand new tank system. So I'll bring you guys back once we figure out the diagnosis, and most likely have this bed off this truck. It shouldn't take that long, because all you gotta do is disconnect that, unclip your tail lights, and possibly undo this bumper cover, which I highly doubt you have to. But yeah, looks like the only thing we're gonna have to do is take that off, and then just unclip the lights and take the 6 bolts out. Maybe 4 on this, because my truck had 6 bolts, but mine's also a lot heavier duty, and this truck is much smaller. So maybe 6, maybe 8, maybe 4. I don't know. But I will see you guys once we figure out the verdict for this truck. All the work we've done to it already has been starter, gas, new rear end, new brakes, and battery system. So we aren't really in too deep on it yet, but we'll see. I grew up in this truck, so I would really love to see it back up on the road. And yeah, so I'll bring you guys back once we figure out the verdict. So see you guys in a minute. Oh yeah, look at this thing. New video coming out on this thing too. Got front bumper off and got the bed off, and a little sneak peek. There's a red bed over there now, so sneak peek. But yeah, that's all you get to see on this truck. The truck is not revealing any more secrets until we actually do get it all done and post the video. So yeah, see you guys in a minute. Oh, this truck is already too high. Alrighty guys, so since you have last seen me and the Chevy, there has been some major headway. It's bedless now. It looks naked. I forgot about this truck, but when we first bought it, the guy we bought it from was a dude that drove the ambulances for our town, and I forgot the sticker was still on here. But what we got going on is, so basically, let me turn the truck on and we'll take a gander at this. So what we got going on here is so when you hook the battery up, all that crap. Where'd my freaking vice grips go? Everyone's stealing my vice grips. I'll give my vice grips, man. Everyone's stealing my crap. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Okay. Woo, come back. Okay. So, yesterday, I was going to work on it yesterday, but then me and my friend hung out, and this thing was popping off. I had him turn the key, and it was running for a bit off of just Gatorade bottle and gas. But, what I need to take these out, or you just pull them out, really. It doesn't matter. That one you're gonna have to unscrew. But, yeah, so we take this off. And there is, here we go. This is the fuel pump relay right here. But first, I'm gonna turn the key and took the bed off, and I did clean all the grounds and the contacts. But yeah, that's on. Turn that off. So it's on, and there's still no buzzing come from the fuel pump. There ain't no buzzing. Ain't a thing. And nothing's coming out of there. So what we're gonna do, I don't know if the car has to be on or off for this, but we're just gonna turn that off. And we're gonna come around front here. We have our meter set 2 volts. We're gonna turn that on. We're gonna set it right here. And we're gonna unclip this dude. Or at least see if we can. One of the two. Okay, what's this guy doing? I don't get what this does, but we'll figure it out. What's that lock? Like a locking thing? Must be. Huh. Oh, guys. Our thing right here. So, this front left one right here is a positive end, or a hot wire, I should say. I'm gonna need both hands for this. Son of a gun. Or maybe I could do it like that. Something on the back of my leg. Okay, hold on. So that is good. So fuel pump relay is getting power and all that jazz. But now let's go poke around in the back and see what we can't come up with. Come on. Man, ass. Okay, well, I had these off earlier, but I truly don't know if it's even working or not. I don't know which ones are ground or what, but there is what, gray, purple, and the black. So let's just poke around here. I'm bringing this back once I figure this out because there's no good camera angle. So alrighty, guys. So when we last saw, I was testing the fuel pump on the Chev, and since then, my dad came out and he helped me take it out because that is his truck. It's not mine. It's his. So I've been doing most of the work for it. Like, I took off the bed by myself today, and yeah, so I unhooked everything. We did all the grounds. That still didn't work, so then we went and took the fuel pump out, and the fuel pump mechanism on the bottom, the filter was disintegrated, just fell right into the tank, didn't even work. But then we turned the key after we had it all plugged in, and the assembly of it's working. It's the fuel pump on the bottom isn't clicking on and working. So we're gonna run into town real quick, and hopefully in about an hour we should be back here and have it installed. And yeah, I'm using some of my money too on this, so if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna be out of money, and then I'm gonna basically be starting from scratch again to make money. So we'll see you guys in a minute, and we will see if this works. So alrighty, guys, so I forgot to film last night, but we did end up going to the store, and we go up to the counter, and the guy was like, hey guys, what you need, all that jazz, you know how typical storekeepers do and all that. My dad tells him, and he's like, I believe the fuel pump you got on here is for 80 bucks. And dude's like, how's that possible? All these others are at $200, $300, and this one's at 80. Because it just showed the harness, but in the last picture it showed the pump. So he's like, there's no way it's worth 80 bucks. So he goes back, sure as shit, there's a fuel pump for 80 bucks. Right one for the Chev. So we come back here. I put some of my money in, my dad put some of his in, and yeah, here it is. Pretty clean fuel pump and all that. And as you can see, it's out of its hole, and it's sitting right here next to my truck and my Honda. Haven't sold the Honda yet, but that might come soon, I don't know. But here she be, and hopefully the battery didn't kill itself overnight. You hear that?
Yeah. That's the sound of a working fuel pump. And make sure it's in park. Hopefully the battery didn't go dead. There she be. That door flies open sometimes because it doesn't latch all the way. Now that's pumping, exhaust going, it's running fine now. Now all we gotta do is dent out the bed again and put her back on, and then she's ready to go. I'm really happy to finally see this truck running, because it has been sitting now for the last 7 years. This was the truck that I grew up in. This was the truck that me and my dad drove to the hospital when my mom was pregnant with my little brother, and when she was, in the hospital with him. This was the truck we drove there. This was the truck that was not broken down out of all the other rigs we got at one time. And this would be the only piece of shit that'd fire up. This thing's old and reliable. It's got a 350 5.7 liter in it. And I'll tell you what, it is a good truck. It is a really good truck. Now, I do not know... Oh, this is the tire holder. I didn't even know this thing had one. That's sweet. Gotta get a spare tire for it now. Yeah, there's no exhaust coming out of this because, yeah. All the exhaust is coming out from right here. As you can probably tell from the smoke, it is smoking a wee bit just because the fact that, it's been sitting for a long time. But yeah, she's finally running again. That'll do. I hope you like this video, because you commented on this and you wanted to see it. So yeah, it's drivable now too. The rear end works and all that. I mean, I'll do it for you right now. Show you all that I ain't lying. So, too high, which is the rear wheels that we just had rebuilt. Oh no, that's drive. My bad. We're moving. And it drives pretty well too. I took it down the road last night and I hit 30 miles an hour on it. I wasn't even giving it any gas or throttle or anything. That was just barely tapping it. So, yeah. It's doing pretty good. Maybe I'll get a clip of me driving over to my grandpa's here soon, because we're doing hay today and got to get the tractor to unload the round bales, so we got to do all that crap. We're getting 17 of them for our year, so that ain't too much or too little, really. Got to pull it a little bit further than most of the stuff. This baby in park. I forgot about this, but you have to pull the window down to get this crap, because there's no door handle. I guess there is one, but I don't even know if it works. Yeah, just use the outside one. So yeah. Get that cleared out. Oh, dude, I like this truck. I should probably go back up now. But yeah, there you guys go. That's gonna be it for this little girl. Next upcoming videos, we gotta finish up my truck, which That video is probably going to be like almost an hour long because all the crap I have to do to it. So y'all should be excited about that one. Finally bought some hood hinges for the son of a bitch. So she's going to be getting painted and all that jazz. Possibly lift and possibly tires. Who knows? Y'all will have to watch the next video to find out. So, and for this old Honda, I am selling it. I've had a couple people bite on it, but no one's come and look at it yet. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, like, subscribe, comment, let me know how you're liking the channel. We did hit 600 subscribers the other day. It's been a crazy ride because it's not even my first year yet. Well, actually, for when I joined YouTube and made my account was on May 31st, 2022. But what that means is that was when I joined and not when I posted my first video. So I don't know if you want to say my first year on YouTube was May 21st and May 31st, 2023, since I did that on 2022, or if you just want to say my first year was from the first video I uploaded. And if it's from the first video I uploaded, we're not even out a full year yet. So we still got a while to go. I think we're at 11 months right now. We probably only have like a week left, and then it's gonna be my full 1 year. But yeah. Shh. Cowboy Pendleton. Shh. Shut it. Shush. Shush, shush, Slinky. Shush. Here are the boys. They want to say hi to you guys too. That's right, cowboy. In a Pendleton. Yeah. Swing about. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.